This is Real Republican News, and I'm your host, Jason Mariner. There's a little bit of good news. RealRepublicanNews.com is back on the internet. We fought hard, we got it back up, and it's going to stay there. Because they can try to take it down all they want, and all we'll do is continue to fight until things are restored. Like I told you on Monday, I am not going anywhere until things change. I will not be censored. I will not be silenced. I will not be stifled. I will not be intimidated, beaten, or otherwise into shutting up until things change. Our congressmen and women should have stepped in decades ago, broken up big tech, and ended the monopoly so things were fair. They didn't do that. They failed us. No surprise there. So someone has to do it. I remain committed to being the absolute worst nightmare big tech has ever encountered. I also remain committed to getting us to a place where we can turn this lapel pin right side up. An upside down American flag signifies a nation in distress, and distress this nation is in. If you don't think so, look around you. You have 150 million Americans that are absolutely terrified because they think that they don't have the right to free speech. And they're partially right for thinking that. What happened on Sunday night with Parler when they deleted 10 plus million users from their accounts on that platform was treason. It went against our Constitution. Now, you can make the argument that these are privately held companies so they can do what they want, but the fact of the matter is, our politicians are the ones that let us down and let this happen. They should have been in there breaking up big tech a decade ago, regulating them, so they couldn't shut off the voice of half of America. Now, the big game that's being played on all Americans is you have people in power like Nancy Pelosi. First of all, when you say what happened on the 6th was because of people's whiteness, that's a racist thing to say. Last time I checked, the definition of racism meant labeling people based on the color of their skin, not by their actions. Okay? No one ever went on air and said what was happening over the summer with the rioting and looting and vandalism and arson was because of anybody's blackness or brownness or pinkness for that matter. If anybody had done that, it would be the top story in America because it sows the seeds of division, and that's the real goal, is to divide us as far as possible. Because they know that a divided country unites them. When they have a common enemy, they can be united. They're going to miss Donald Trump very much when he's out of office because they're going to have a lot less to fight over. But it's not about President Trump. It's not about President-elect Biden. This is about America and our constitutional adherence. This is about America fighting for America. If an invading army came over on Sunday night and took away the First Amendment rights of 10 plus million Americans, or 10 Americans for that matter, there would probably be war. We'd stand in a line, we'd shoot them, and we'd win. And no one would ask the guy to the left or the girl to their right what their political affiliation was, because they'd be fighting against a common enemy for Americans. That's what we do here in America. We fight for one another. The only free speech worth defending is the speech that you don't agree with. Otherwise, it's just an agreement. Our founding fathers, like I said, chose to put free speech in the First Amendment for a reason, and it's literally the most important and most pivotal part of being an American. That's why my commitment to you remains the same as it did on Monday, that I will not stop until I am 100% positive that my children wake up in a country 20 years from now where they don't have to think twice about the things that they say, because they know that they have the right to speak freely, that they know that they can vote for whoever they want to, that they know that they can support whatever political side of the aisle they choose. Over my dead body will my children wake up in 10 or 20 years from now and feel like they can't talk. That's not America. Now, our lawmakers and congressmen and women have dropped the ball far too long. They should have been in there regulating and breaking up big tech 10 years ago, and they didn't. So we need to get new blood in there that's going to do something about the problem and restore law and order and constitutional adherence to this country. Maybe I'll even run. But someone's got to do the job. Not everyone can sit there on their rear ends assuming someone else is going to fix the problem for them. Because if that happens, nothing's going to get done. But you need to pay attention when Pelosi calls for unity with racially charged remarks. She's actually sowing the seeds of division. When she says she wants diversity, so much diversity, in fact, we should tear down our border walls and just let everybody in. Two schools of political thought is too much diversity for her. How hypocritical does that sound? Half of America isn't dangerous. Half of America aren't the people who stormed the Capitol. Half of America, the good news for the other half, is the half of America that will fight for your rights even though we don't agree with you. We are the half that will defend you and stick up for you. We are the half that goes to war and defends the Constitution. We don't hide. We don't give up. We don't curl up into the fetal position and ask for safe spaces. We fight for our beliefs and what's right. And we especially fight for the Constitution. So, like I said, you can try to censor me, which you will. You can try to shut me down, which you will. You can try to intimidate me, which you will. You can stand in my parking lot with signs. But I will not stop until there is change and there is 100% clarity on the fact that we as Americans get to say what we want and believe what we want and be affiliated with whatever political party we want to affiliate ourselves with without fear of prosecution or persecution. So I say until next time, don't stop fighting. Don't give up. Don't curl up and think that you're the one person that can't affect change. Stand behind this cause. If you need to get a hold of us, you can email me directly, jason@realrepublicannews.com. We do want to hear from you. We do want to interact with you. That is why we are building a space where you can have a profile and an existence and communicate with others about your beliefs. We are not going anywhere. They can try to shut us down all they want. They will never succeed. They can kick us off the entire internet, and you know what we'll do? We'll show up at their door with bullhorns. We're going to go to our congressmen and women and demand change and demand answers. That's our rights as Americans. Pick up a constitution. We have the right to believe what we want to believe. We have the right to say what we want to say, and we have the right to have our grievances be heard by our government. Big tech needs to break up. Big tech needs to be regulated. I, Jason Mariner, won't stop until that happens. I will be part of your destruction. And I'm talking to big tech. Mark my words, you will remember my name. I am not going anywhere. And to my audience, I'm not going anywhere. We will talk soon, and until next time, I say God bless you, your families, those around you, and the great Constitution of the United States. Be well, everyone.